Hey everybody, a slightly more serious video. Although I filmed a second segment in this video, and then it gets a lot funnier. It gets a lot more fun, because my wife is involved. But I recently banned a viewer. Not the first time I've done it. I mean, I get overwhelmingly, as I've said, positive comments, but occasionally I get hateful comments as well. And usually I just ignore those when they're saying that I'm stupid or whatever. You know what? I just remembered I need to take a bunch of videos off my phone. So excuse me. All right, I should be able to film for a good while now. All right, so and you guys are going to see in the next segment that I kept running out of space, and I'm sorry about that. All right. When negative comments come my way, I just ignore them. If they're saying that I'm stupid, that I'm an idiot, whatever it might be, it's fine. But when it involves my family, or when I even think it involves my family, you're done, right? And I often do response videos. Remember that this is not my first go around on YouTube, but you guys might recall, those of you who are regular viewers, that I did a video because someone said some really stupid stuff about our family relating to one of my daughters. Well, someone said some stupid stuff about our family relating to my wife. And the reason it gets me is that it's not the first time we've run into these sorts of opinions about our relationship. And the reason they insult me is that they insult my wife. I'll talk a little bit more about what these opinions are, but they make my wife seem like some nobody I can just dominate and push around, which is a complete insult to her and to our relationship. So recall that I have a big personality, that I'm a large person. So back in the day, from about 2005 to 2015, thereabouts, I had a written blog, okay? And you guys have to understand that in my small religious circle, in the Reformed, like Presbyterian world, I became pretty well known. And I wrote a lot about marriage, and I wrote a lot about sex. I like to think that I was funny and engaging and entertaining, but I was certainly uncompromising and hard. But yeah, I would write about these things. People really enjoyed those posts. People commented, people interacted. Well, lo and behold, a pastor that I had done some work with together went to a conference. And at that conference, some men came up to him and said, "Our wives think Joffre the Giant's wife is in danger." Oh, why? Because of the things he writes. So these women, and these nosy women and these nosy men, and I don't think these dudes even knew my writing. They were just going off what their wives had said. But they had made certain assumptions. They had imagined, they had put themselves in Kimberly's shoes, having a husband who would write such outrageous things. I mean, if you guys think I'm edgy now, right, just imagine how it was before. Such outrageous things, and thinking about how much it would embarrass them and projecting that onto us. So, and that's just the most egregious example where like some wives sent their husbands to go talk to someone I had worked with before. But we've run into this kind of thing in person as well, often. And it really, really insults me. My wife is very easygoing, but it offends me that people would think so little of my wife that they would write her off because of what they think about me. They're doing to her what they think I do to her. They're minimizing her. They're making her some wilting little flower. She's not some wilting little flower. And if she were, I would look after her. So, the second part of this video, hey, you get to meet my wife, but in the context of this very annoying thing. Now, be aware, by the way, this person that I banned, it wasn't the first time she had said stuff about our family that I felt crossed the line a little bit. And I do have a strong sense of privacy, even though I'm on YouTube. But, technically speaking, none of the comments were negative, right? Like, I'll pray for you and that kind of thing. But we're talking about Jesus jukes, and I don't tolerate those either, right? I'm not going to tolerate you coming up to me and saying, oh, you know what? Not knowing me and saying, I'm going to pray for your laziness. That may seem like a positive comment, but what you're actually doing is calling me lazy. It's like the gossip thing at a Bible study. Let's pray for Susan because her husband is cheating on her. The point of that was to tell everybody that Susan's husband was cheating on her, not to pray for her. So I expect my privacy to be respected, my family's as well, even though we're on YouTube. And the way to respect that is to have respectful interactions with us. And please, to assume the best. That's just a good rule for everybody. Treat others as better than yourselves. And just assume the best, guys. Don't be stupid. Don't be foolish. But there are other ways of living life than the way you choose to live your life. All right, let's meet my wife. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi.
I love you.
I love you too.
So remember those videos we used to do together? Mm-hmm. It's like those, except not quite as fun. So people have had opinions on our marriage for a long time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So
Do I talk about that, or want me to just read this comment that I got?
Okay, read the comment.
Okay. So someone I've banned, someone who, has actually left a few personal comments over her time, but was generally quite cheerful. Left a very positive comment on my recent video about bandolier, saying things like, I thought your videos were just going to be about food, but you've made it better, about life in New Mexico and the knowledge of the lifestyle and beauty of the space. Isn't that great? Mm-hmm. I have one warning. Don't anger your wife on camera. I thought you actually might like that one. It doesn't look good, and it doesn't honor your relationship or make it strong. She is an awesome lady, so be good to her even off camera.
Did you anger me on camera?
Well, we had that scene where I was like, come back here, tell me about your childhood. And then after that, I told the camera, I spent about half my time making fun of her, so she's never sure if I'm making fun of her or not.
Whatever. People take you too seriously.
She's going to be praying for both of us to have wisdom on this. Yeah. So, I'm going to tell other stories during this video without burdening you and taking away your time. I'll just, be talking to the viewers, but this is not our first time running into people having opinions about our relationship.
Right. Well, I think I should set some things straight.
Ooh, do it.
Okay.
Do it. Hit him.
So, the first thing is, I really dislike being on camera. So I don't want to be in the videos most of the time.
And I do it anyway, so maybe she's right. This woman.
No, I mean, I don't care right now. But I just mean that you don't see me because I'm not interested. And it's not even like I really hate being on camera that much, or I just have other things I want to be doing.
And remember, guys, this is not my first version of the channel. The topic of the channel before bored her to death. And she would ask why people would sit there for 20 minutes watching me being boring. It's because they were into the same boring stuff.
Okay, you're talking too much for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk now.
We got to make this look good.
So, it's like he'd be on there like, well, yeah.
We can't talk about my whole channel, remember?
Oh.
So, it's a work thing.
It was just too slow. I just wanted him to get to the point faster,
Yeah. So basically she's bored by what I do.
I'm not bored, but I'm not interested in trying to be a part of it necessarily. I don't mind once in a while doing a guest appearance. Also, I think that to women especially, you sound maybe a little harsher than you actually are.
But that's what kills me.
People always assume the worst, and I think because he's so big too, there's a lot of, people think I'm a doormat or something. But then when people meet us together, they realize I'm quite mouthy.
Which is why we're doing this. Because this is the thing that bothers me. Is that wilting flowers will watch the videos, or watch us, and they'll picture being married to me, and they'll realize they couldn't do it. But Kimberly's not a wilting flower.
No, now you're insulting
Yes,
your
I'm
audience.
insulting just
And
the wilting flowers.
It's not true. Like, you do sound harsh sometimes on the video, whereas I would just make a joke and you would start laughing.
Exactly.
But I think people just assume they take what you say and go like 2 steps further. So, you always have to take things
Or they lack poetry in their soul and a sense of humor.
less.
Are you calling me out on camera and telling me to be less severe?
You what is it called? Clickbait? You clickbait.
Yeah, well, I mean, like that thing where I was talking about 50% of the time I'm making fun of you. I mean, that clearly that's for rhetorical effect. I think that's what got her.
Yeah.
I think she pictured me off camera toying with you as a cat toys with its prey. I don't know.
You're more like a big puppy.
I'm a big puppy. Ugh, this killed me. Because the thing you haven't talked about is how, and maybe you don't want to, this has happened before where people made judgments about our marriage.
Well, the problem too is Joffre is huge and you have a dominating personality. There's no denying that. He's very dominating. But that's okay. Because I can take it. And I push back.
I forgot to erase all my old videos and I'm running out of space.
Okay. Do I need to? Would you want me to continue?
No. I feel like you've absolved me of my sins, of my image problem.
Well, I don't. Are we limit?
Okay. All right. So very, very quickly, we're going to resume because I clearly need to do maintenance on my phone.
Okay.
We were talking forever and ever while the camera was off.
Right. What were you saying?
You were going to say that we should do videos together.
Right. So we'll do some videos together. I always feel like people need to see you with your family to realize you're very cuddly.
I'm so cuddly with my daughters on camera.
Calm down. And I think that people just they hear some of. You also have a tendency to use words that are very archaic. He doesn't like me to admit this to people, but it's so true. And the connotation of those words is not what he intends.
Because old-fashioned men are mean to their wives.
More to just that you're a dominating personality.
Stop making excuses for them. It's fine.
No, I think it's reasonable. Like, people don't see us interact.
Gasp!
They don't see us interact. So
are you telling me that if you saw me from afar and were married to me, you'd think I was a jerk too?
Well, right now I'm thinking you're a jerk.
This is gold, baby. We should stop now. Okay, so we should probably stop now before it gets weird and toxic.
See, look, you just made it negative.
Oh, baby, it's been, yeah.
It's not negative.
It's not negative.
It's all good.
Are we done though?
I don't know. What else are we talking about?
We're done. Well, I have other content to create.
I find it very insulting when people think I'm an idiot.
That's what I'm saying.
Will you let me talk?
Yes.
You're dominating again. So
We're gonna run out of space again.
Yeah, you're doing it like I didn't get to say a sentence.
Say the sentence.
I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's all good.
Yeah, these people. Not these people. I mean these
what?
wilting flowers. My viewers are awesome, just not the wilting flowers.
There are your viewers.
Yeah, she was my viewer faithfully. I banned her. Maybe she'll still be a viewer,
Why
but she is banned. Because it's not the first time she's made personal comments about my family.
So, just ignore it.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Well, I mean, I get like straight up hate, which I just ignore. But then getting stuff about my family, I'm not willing to.
Honey, yeah, well, okay.
See, once again, she's going to tolerate me on YouTube, which is perfect. Look, see everyone, you can see, my wife tolerates me. Look how small you are next to me.
I know, people think I'm like 5'2" when he's next to me. I'm 5'6". Those 4 inches are important.
I used to think she was 5'7", and it made her really mad because she thought I was not satisfied with her 5'6"ness, but I am.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. We've been married a long time.
Only about 20 years? That's not, like, super
That's
long.
a pretty long time.
I guess so.
Okay, we should probably stop now. So I can try to stop.
Well, I don't feel like we talked about anything.
We did. You did.
This is why I don't like videos.
What I needed you to do. So long, everybody. One final note. My wife thinks I am protesting too much. She does not want you to have the impression that this happens all the time, because it doesn't. And it really doesn't. Most people realize that we have an awesome marriage and we're awesome people. But it's happened enough to annoy me. So that was the video. I think that's enough about that. So, the peace of Christ be upon you.